This episode will be about Noah's flood and his long age of 950 years. Noah is one of the 25 prophets mentioned in the Qur'an. As in Judaism and Christianity, he is held to be a descendant of the first man Adam and a beacon of righteousness in a world of corruption, revered both for warning people of the need to repent and for proclaiming the forgiveness and mercy of God. The Qur'an recounts how the people would mock and scoff at Noah while he fulfilled God's command of building the ark. God then instructed Noah, who lived amongst his people for 950 years, to carry on board every kind of animal, his family, and a few believers, to save them from the coming flood. While the story of Noah and the flood belongs to the shared literary tradition of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, other flood stories also circulated amongst the Greeks, who believed the world had suffered from several floods of catastrophic proportions. The earliest of these occurred in the time of Ogyges, the mythical king of ancient Athens, approximately 10,000 years before the time of Plato, who lived in the 4th century BCE, and perhaps the same flood that caused Atlantis to sink beneath the waves in Plato's tale, as told in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias. The most famous and often repeated Greek flood story was the flood of Deucalion, the son of Prometheus, one of the gods of Greek myth. According to this tale, the flood occurred sometime around 1528 BCE, when Zeus the sky and thunder god decided to send a flood to destroy the men of the Bronze Age. Prometheus secretly advised Deucalion to build an ark and stock it with provisions. Then rain poured from the heavens and covered the land. Most Greeks perished in the deluge. The Mesopotamians also had various flood stories containing features closely resembling the biblical and Quranic accounts of Noah and the flood. The best preserved and longest cuneiform flood story can be found on tablet 11 of the Epic of Gilgamesh, dated around 1700 BCE and written in Akkadian, the language of ancient Babylonia and Ishuria. In the Epic of Gilgamesh, the gods had determined to destroy the world in a great flood. When the council of the gods decided to send a deluge upon the earth, Ea, the god of wisdom, instructed the hero of the flood, Autonupeshtim, in a dream to quickly tear down his reed hut and build an ark to save himself and all living creatures. Then the designated time arrived, and the dreadful storm commenced with pouring rain. The story of Autonupeshtim bears a striking resemblance to the flood of Deucalion and to the Quranic and biblical story of Noah and the flood. We have the warning to Autonupeshtim, Deucalion, and Noah to build an ark and put aboard it the seed of every living thing. The terrible deluge that covered the entire world with water, and the ark landing upon a mountaintop. Having presented the story of the flood as told in the Qur'an, the Bible, ancient Greek sources, and the Sumerian epic of Gilgamesh, we will now propose our new interpretation. This interpretation does not necessarily overwrite previous ones, but can instead serve to develop existing theories and opinion. For more information about Noah's story and other subjects covered in our book, please visit our website on platoandthequran.com. To buy our book, please visit amazon.co.uk or amazon.com.